Attention veterans and active duty service members, you and I have a little known benefit that allows us to build life-changing wealth. We can do it without a down payment, avoiding private mortgage insurance and high interest rates. And guess what? It doesn't have to be a hassle. But here's the problem. Many of us don't know where to start or even how to begin. So in this video, I break down a surefire 7-step process to getting a VA loan and closing on a house. My name is Jimmy Vercellino. I'm a mortgage loan originator specializing in VA loans. Proudly served in the United States Marine Corps, and my mission today is to help veterans and active duty military purchase homes without the hassle. Let's get started. Okay, so step one, first things first, getting a copy of your certificate of eligibility. Now, before we get into that, VA loans are available to active duty service members, veterans, and eligible reservists. Now, in some circumstances, spouses of deceased service members may also be eligible to use a VA home loan. Now, obtaining the COE, this is important, right? So you can get a copy of this form by the eBenefits portal. You can log in directly there, or you can request a copy from your mortgage loan originator, somebody like myself. Now, the COE, it's kind of like the golden ticket that tells us as mortgage lenders that you are eligible to use your VA loan. Now, guess what? You still have to get pre-qualified, because a veteran can be eligible but not pre-qualified, and they could be pre-qualified but not eligible. So we, as the mortgage lender, have to ensure that you are both. Good to go? All right, so step number 2, check your finances. Now that you know you're eligible, let's talk some numbers. First thing that we want to do is review your credit score. While the VA doesn't set a minimum credit score, most lenders prefer a 620 or higher. Remember, the better the credit score, the more competitive financing terms that you'll receive. It's important to keep that in mind. Calculating your debt to income ratio is also important. This will help you to better understand what you might qualify for. So VA guidelines allow for higher DTI ratios, but keeping it at or around a 41% improves your chances of approval. So for example, if you earn $5,000 a month, right, 41% of that number is $2,050. Keep in mind that we still need to account for things like liabilities, right? Auto loans, credit cards, student loans, etc. So from there, we're going to want to deduct out those liabilities from that $2,050 number, and that net number is the payment which you could theoretically qualify for, right? So from there, we're going to want to reverse engineer a mortgage payment to a purchase price using a mortgage calculator. Friendly reminder, don't forget to include estimated taxes and insurance in that figure as well. Even though the VA loans require no down payment, we still need to budget for closing costs and other expenses, right? There are costs involved with the acquisition of a home. I typically advise my veterans to budget for up to roughly 3% of the purchase price that would be due at closing. But remember, this can be negotiated with the seller, allowing you to save or have some of those costs covered at the closing, or maybe even all. That would be a good thing. It's really quick. If you have any questions throughout the duration of this video, anything that I'm covering whatsoever, drop a comment down below, and I personally will ensure that it gets answered for you. Step number 3, boy, am I passionate about this one. Find an approved VA lender. Not all lenders, by the way, are created equal. Can I get an amen, Brother Jimmy? All right, so this is very important. Only work with lenders who specialize in VA loans. They'll guide you through the process and ensure you maximize your VA home loan benefit while avoiding any costly mistakes that could ultimately end up costing you the home, arriving at your final destination, home ownership on time, or if at all. And I guess this is a good opportunity for me to say, if I can personally be a resource for you, I'm going to open up my calendar for you for a free preliminary mortgage consultation. All you have to do is click on the link in the description below. All right, so step number 4, the pre-approval process. This is where I like to say the rubber meets the road, right? So the pre-approval is going to show sellers that you are a serious buyer, right? This is also going to help you determine your budget as far as actually how much you might get approved for. But remember, you're the one that's making the monthly mortgage payment, not the lender. So we want to ensure that the monthly mortgage payment fits your budget in the form of A, monthly payment, right? And B, cash to close. This is highly important. Now, you're also going to need to provide documents like most recent 30 days of pay stubs, 2 years of tax returns, 2 months of bank statements, all pages, even if the page is blank, DD-214, blood type, and your firstborn child. Okay, I'm half kidding about those things, right? But it kind of feels like it. So now that you are pre-approved, you'll receive what I refer to as a certified VA loan pre-approval letter stating how much you're qualified to borrow. Now, you're good to go. It's time to get out there and start shopping for your dream home. Let's have some fun. All right, so step number 5, find a VA savvy real estate agent. The right agent, by the way, can make or break your home buying experience. So what you want to do is choose an agent who's experienced with VA loans, not somebody who's going to try to talk you out of using this glorious benefit. If they do that, don't walk run away from them. Seriously, good to go? So a good realtor will help you to understand VA property requirements while helping you avoid potential roadblocks that may exist that you might not even see coming. So look for homes that meet VA appraisal standards. These include safety, soundness, and sanitation issues. Like I said, a good real estate agent will help you to navigate through this process, getting you into your home quickly and efficiently. All right, so step number 6, make an offer and complete the VA appraisal. So now that you've found the home, you're going to work with your agent to put a competitive offer on that property. Now, once that offer is accepted, this is where we give you a virtual fist bump, right? The VA requires an appraisal to ensure that the property's value aligns with the loan amount in which you're seeking and meets the VA minimum property requirements. Now, if for some reason any issues arise during the appraisal, you're going to work with your agent and your lender to ensure that they are resolved ahead of closing. I'd also budget for about 30 days from start to finish, keeping in mind that it can be done sooner, but that's a good general rule of thumb from start to finish throughout the entirety of the VA loan approval and closing process. If you have more questions about VA appraisals, I've got videos that you guys are welcome to check out as well. All right, step number 7, close on your home. Celebrate good times. Come on. All right, so you're almost home, pun intended. It's time to seal the deal. You've gone through underwriting. You've received the loan approval. All conditions are signed off by the underwriter and your loan docs have been ordered. It's time to review the final closing disclosure to ensure that all of the terms match the agreement that you accepted at the beginning of the transaction. Also, it's time to pay any closing costs. Remember, VA loans don't require any PMI, private mortgage insurance, that will save you money in the long run. Now it's time to sign the final loan documents, get your keys, and celebrate becoming a homeowner. Guys, thanks for watching. 7-step guide to homeownership utilizing your VA home loan benefit. If you found that this information was helpful, I've got a free gift for you, a downloadable ebook where I answer the top 11 questions about VA loans. Is packed with valuable insights to help you make the most of this glorious benefit we call the VA loan. The link is in the description below. Share this video with anybody that could benefit from it. We'll see you next time.